It is October 1st, 2023, and today I have an update for everyone. So, as I'm sure you know from watching the last video, I got let go from my position, which was as a service advisor, which is a huge setback for me financially because I was just starting to make good money, and now they want me washing cars. So, life has seemed to have forced my hand yet again, where I have to creatively figure out a way to make money, and I am almost right back exactly where I was in April. I think on the 16th of April, where I got fired from Walmart. So, life seems to have repeatedly shown me that I am just incapable of keeping a normal job. So, I think at this point, I have to really think creatively. Now that I'm 25 years old, I'm 25. So I've started to really ask myself now at this quarter life. Some people don't even live to 100. So actually, most people do live to 100. So at this point now, I'm really starting to question, okay, if I continue on this path of hopping from job to job, working only months to maybe, hopefully, God forbid, a year at a time. Am I really up to the challenge of doing this for the rest of my life? Am I really up to just doing the same thing over and over again? Obviously not. Of course not. Why would I want to do that? So I must think creatively and use my resources and use the things around me to make money, because as I have done with building, I'm very good at utilizing my resources, so I think I can apply the same kind of process to money. So I have an idea, and while it may be very risky, I think it's I don't know why my thing keeps kind of focusing. There we go. While it may be risky, I think it is one of the only ways I can start to actually sell things on my own. It will alleviate the task of having to buy things, have them shipped to me, and then ship them out. This way, I can just manufacture them here and then ship them out. So maybe it will work, maybe it won't. I'm trying to think of what exactly I could make, but basically, I'm thinking of investing for the first time, and I have always been against this, but I'm thinking of actually investing in a 3D printer. Now, the last time I 3D printed something was 10 years ago at a school called Seco School of Technology in Exeter, New Hampshire. That was the last time I 3D printed something. It's back, I think, 2013. So it was a very, very long time ago. So ever since then, I've been highly opposed to using 3D printing because when I used it, it was so primitive, and it was just in those early stages, and it was all stringy and just terrible quality, and I hated it. But now, given that practically everyone in the makerspace and social media uses a 3D printer, it seems like a viable option, and it seems like a great way to start making things to make money. Because obviously my Jeep is in terrible condition, and I don't think, theoretically speaking, I could start my trash business if I just spend $200 for the wiring harness and fix the brakes and do all that. But the problem is that now I'm coming into wintertime. So ideally, going out and doing things in the snow is not my first choice. So I really should try to think of something I can do at home on my laptop, on my computer, in my own workspace to make money. So I'm thinking of investing in a 3D printer called the X1 Carbon. I believe that's the name. Yeah, X1 Carbon by, I think, Bamboo Labs. So that's my first choice because I've heard great reviews. I talked to a buddy of mine last night for an hour who was telling me all about it. I don't know if he has one, but he was telling me all about it, and apparently it is one of the most high-end printers you can buy as of right now. I think about $1,600, I think, total. That's including the color changing aspect of it, but yeah, so I'm gonna invest in a 3D printer. Because honestly, it could help me in my own work and also as a business as well. Because at this point, what I've done, the mistake I've usually made, is when I get a lot of money, like I'm going to get with my next paycheck, I spend it all on something stupid, like a new car or something, I don't need, right? But this time, I'm not going to make the same mistake. And I'm going to invest it in either something like, an automated plasma cutter or a 3D printer or something that can work for me and make me money. So the possibilities are endless for what I could print. It's just a matter of printing something that people will buy. So, I have to think really creatively on what I want to make and where I want to sell it, because where I want to sell it is like the whole half the equation, because I can make a whole bunch of stuff, but if I have nowhere to sell it, what's the point, So I'm thinking as of right now, probably Etsy. I feel like if I sell on Etsy, I'll have a very good chance. My buddy was telling me last night that he has a friend who I think makes like, I don't know, 10,000 a month or something on Etsy. I don't know if that's true, or at least he made 10,000 on Etsy, which is still an insane amount of money. I don't know if that's like profit or just in total. Like, I have no idea, but still, selling $10,000 worth of something that you can print in your house, that you can make in your house, is incredible. Because the way I build is so archaic. It takes me hours, days, weeks, months, even years to make something of high quality. But this can do that in just a sliver of the time, So I think I'm going to do that. And yeah, I think I'm going to start off that, because honestly, at this point, I don't know really what else there is for me. There really is no job for me. I'm meant to do something entrepreneurial. I'm meant to be my own boss. I know I am. I've always felt this way. College has never enticed me. Jobs have never enticed me. There's no career path that's ever enticed me. I have always been doing my own thing. Always. It'll always be that way. Forever. It will never change. It will never change. So, to sum up, I'm getting a 3D printer. I'm going to start my own business. Probably going to sell on Etsy. And I don't know why this thing is having such a hard time zooming. Like, what the hell? There we go. Doing it again. Alright. And yeah, I think also it'll help me with my own building, because I can make models for myself and like make stuff like, kind of prototype easier. So probably be using ABS plastic for most of it. I think I'll start with ABS just because it's high quality and it's durable. So, but yeah, X1 Carbon, baby. Once I get that paycheck, I'm gonna order that printer and I'm gonna start making a business. I'm gonna start the business model probably tonight. I'm gonna start working on stuff just to like research like what I can sell. Basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna go on Etsy, see what's selling in the 3D printing world, see if it's like high volume orders, and then just make better versions. Better printer, better quality. I think it might work. I don't know. I have no idea. I've never tried this before. I'm 25. I'm a novice to this entrepreneur stuff. I've tried doing my own thing, but I have failed because I've been lazy and I haven't been determined, and I honestly haven't thought too much about it. I haven't really been forced enough to be my own boss. I've been like, life has kind of forced me in many different scenarios, but I just haven't, instead of like actually diving into it and doing what I should do, I just get a new job and I just postpone it, But eventually, if you keep doing that, you'll run out of time and you get old and you won't have enough opportunities and it'll be too late, So not me, not this time. 25, I'm changing everything. This year, I'm going to change the entire course of my life. I'm going to shift my life completely and utterly this year. I'm going to shift my life. So anyway, that's my update for today. 3D printer incoming. I'm going to order it on probably the 7th or 8th of October, because I get my paycheck on the 6th. So anyway, and that's my last big paycheck as well. So after that, I'm getting car wash paychecks. So anyway, have a good night and see you tomorrow.